Hello and welcome to Formula One Fans of America. This is season 2, episode 24. We took a little bit of a break in between this and the last episode. And honestly, had another episode 24 recorded, but yours truly screwed up the audio. So we are redoing it once again. One of the, I think, well, it's probably like the second most epic we were right, we were wrong of the season. Jay called it. Max is definitely competing for the World Drivers' Championship. You we talked about this 7, 8 races ago, and I had said there's no way. Like Oscar and Lando would both have to DNF at least 2 times and not finish entirely, and then they would also have to struggle. And Max would have to somehow get a hold of that Red Bull and put it back in first place. And that is exactly what effing happened. So I was completely wrong, or a little bit right in my prediction of what would need to happen for this to take place. But Jay called it. Yeah, and
Didn't I give like the specific script to the race?
Pretty much. And
okay,
yeah.
Wait. Do we need to kill him? Because he might be an alien.
I'm the Messiah, motherfucker.
Oh, so we definitely do. We can edit that out.
But I mean, hats off and credit, given where it is due. Like, definitely an excellent call. It was backed by solid analysis, and yeah, dude, hell of a we were right moment for you. Alonso on the podium is still Alonso or not. Hulkenberg getting his podium was still insane. But two of you guys in our predictions too in the lost episode that we recorded both had signs on the podium. So that was a hell of a good call too. And I'm sorry that audio didn't make it public, but both you and Fabian get a good pat on the back, and we were right for that.
Fabian doesn't have signs on the podium.
Who did? Was it you and Jay?
Meg.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Meg. I'm sorry. One of the many reasons why you were awesome and great on our show. I appreciate you, and sorry for the oversight there. I suck again. This is just not my week. Otherwise, the week has been really great. That was a really fun, exciting race to watch. McLaren screwed themselves over, like with a pit stop strategy. I don't know how they were the only two to go through that safety car without pitting.
Do you know what's wild too is like the drivers too are just sitting there the entire lap, just like, how did fuck?
Yeah.
Like you're watching your mistake prolonged in real time.
Yep. And yeah, it's just insanely frustrating. Fabian wrote a really good piece on Facebook about the case for firing Zach Brown. Normally I'm not, super hyperbolic in my reactions. Yeah, and I agree with you, Jay. Like, I don't
think it's gonna happen either.
I don't think it's gonna happen just because the Constructors Championship is far more important. We kind of talked about this offline, and I think that's where, like, ultimately that's his saving grace right there. You can't fire the dude if he's winning the Constructors Championship, and disagree with it is we would. And I also try not to get super hyperbolic in these reactions and like very reactionary like a lot of other Formula One journalists and pundits do. I look at the long term overall, and you look what he's done there in the last 3 years, and there's certainly a case for him to stay and remain there. These are some pretty stupid, egregious errors, and the favoritism of Lando over Oscar is very glaring to me. And I think
they're even bringing it up in the Australian government.
It's the Australian Senate. Yeah, that was super funny. I honestly thought that wasn't a real video, and I was like, holy cow, that is actually super real. And they're saying, yeah, it's both their kids that prompted them to do it, but that was very, very funny. We'll post a link to that on our page so people know what we're talking about, but that was hilarious. Go ahead, Jay.
I saw something funny today. It was a radio message to Oscar to the McLaren pit wall, which was, well, Max had a bad pit stop. I'm going to let him pass. And I'm like, if he does that shit, like, oh my God, I don't know what I would say. I think I would just be in shock at that point.
Well, they screwed him over like twice, right? Because they put him also at the end of the race, they put him on the hards instead of the softs.
So honestly, I will not fault McLaren for that call. There
Okay.
was 15 to 17 laps left in the race at that point whenever they brought him in to put him on the softs.
Yeah.
Or, well, to change out tires. Those softs would not have lasted. They were saying 8-9 laps max on
Really?
those tires. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Qatar just drains tires.
What was Hadjar on?
He was on the hard, actually, I believe.
That was wild with that blowout. I'm jumping ahead on
Puncture.
the topics, but yeah, that tire blowing out was crazy. Did he run something over, or did he just overdrive?
That's
the
what
tires?
I'm thinking happened, because he was only on, I want to say, 18 laps on those tires.
Well, and
if
then
they had
somebody
hard-
also lost. There was like at one point, like a piece of a car before that, like
Yeah.
flew off.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't see if he ran anything over, and I couldn't see if there was debris on the track. But there was contact between somebody at that point in the race too. It just sucks so much for him. You know what I mean? As a rookie to have put that car in sixth place, to have had such a successful and like strong outing, and then to just lose it all at the very very end is like, yeah, poor kid. But
Well, can we also talk about his start though of the season, like his first race, how like he didn't race, basically had Helmut Marko talking all this shit about him
mhm.
to then just perform as consistent and solidly as he has all season.
Yeah, and let's see. Did he have a podium? Was it the
Yep.
Netherlands? Yep.
I
Podium
don't
did the
remember what
Netherlands.
race it was. Yeah.
It was the Netherlands. And like hell of a rookie season. You guys like I'll eat that one again as we were wrong, because I had originally started the season saying that Antonelli was going to be the only one worth a damn. Maybe Behrman.
We're
But
not
definitely
going to call it we were wrong. We're going to call it you were wrong.
I was just
wrong.
going to say the same thing.
You guys were right. It was literally 3 against 1, and all you guys called this. And I think
no.
This was in like
It
the
was
6th
me
week
and my
of the
esteemed
season.
colleague against you and Fabian on this one.
Okay. Well, the two of you
So,
were definitely right. I'll eat it and eat my words on Hadjar. Like definitely got a bright feature. It's also sounding like he's got some good news, which we'll talk about this.
That's
Is
not
this
good
good or
news for
bad
him.
news
That
for
is
him? I was
bad
gonna say,
news.
is it? I'm gonna tee it up. Give me a second. But what may not be so good news, we kind of predicted with Yuki too. This is going to be the end of his career, or at least for now in Formula One. It sounds like he's going to IndyCar. No, is that just a rumor?
he's the reserve driver for Red
Yeah,
Bull
he's
right
going to be
now.
reserved. Sorry, yeah.
Ah, okay. I had seen a rumor online that he was going.
Didn't they just announce it
IndyCar,
today?
But that might be clickbaitish. But it does sound like Hadjar is going to be in the Red Bull seat, which
You mean back in the Racing Bull seat by mid-season?
Probably.
Let's talk about it. Go for it. Jay, you first.
So, as Fabian would say, in comes the Max sucking. But I don't care. There is not one F1 media right now that is not looking at it and saying the same exact thing. Max is the best driver currently, period. And some are even saying in the past like 30 years, best driver. Because he has dragged a shitbox from 104 points down to being 2 points up on Oscar. Is it? I think it's 2 points up on Oscar. Is it 4? Okay, I apologize. He's 2 points behind Lando.
I think he's at I think 92, 392, and Max is at
96. But regardless,
but it also
108 points. That's huge. That's not even just they're all having bad weekends, because Lando was still winning races in there, but Max was still pulling that shitbox tractor of a car to second place consistently in order to stay in this. So we've seen what Lewis does with shitbox cars. So take him out. We've seen what Vettel does with shitbox cars. Take him out. So that takes you back into the 90s, which was Schumacher. Almost 30 years ago. Ayrton Senna. Over 30 years ago. And right now, I think if... Go ahead.
I won't speak for Fabian, but I know he agrees with me because we've had this discussion before, like definitely last season, and it's sort of the Jordan LeBron James argument. You know, it was the passing of the torch really was 2021 Abu Dhabi, and that's when Max took it and became this generation's Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Ayrton Senna, like Alan Prost. Like he's picked up the torch and he's doing amazing. Like he's definitely this generation's Michael Schumacher. Like, there's no argument there, and I don't think Fabian's going to argue with you either. Max is the greatest driver on the grid and one of the greatest of all time.
So I will definitely see you on the whole LeBron versus Jordan. And that's why I stopped at that 30-year mark. Because if you look at it, every driver that I mentioned in here all competed in the turbo hybrid era, which was Hamilton and Vettel. At this point, I've seen what both those drivers do in shitbox cars. Coincidentally enough, both in Ferraris. But yeah.
But remember, Ferrari says it's the driver's fault.
We're not touching that one yet. Just I will get into that one.
Are you waiting for Fabian?
No, actually. Oh wait, he is a Ferrari fan, isn't he? Oh,
he is, and Lewis Hamilton fan through and through. Let's go ahead and switch over to that actually, but
oh wait, hold on. I do have one more thing to say about the whole Yuki out, Isaac in. I saw a very interesting thing. I think it was today from Podium Sundays on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Talking about how basically Red Bull's driver development program is absolutely fucked. They have all of their, Max is, as you said, an amazing driver. He pretty much carries that whole team. But they don't have anybody who could, step up if he were to leave Red Bull. They don't really put any development into their second driver.
Okay, so that's where I was actually going with everything here, and I kind of got ADHD trailed, so I apologize for that.
You're welcome. Take it away.
Is the fact that you're not going to find another driver that is going to be able to be his teammate. You just need somebody that can pull a shitbox into 8th place and call it a fucking day. Realistically, Max is currently in 2nd place, I believe, in World Driver or World Constructors after this race. Hold on.
Well, you make a really great point. And I'll let you finish your thought, but I have a question for you right after this.
I'm trying to find the WCC totals for this year.
Oh, okay.
Ask the question.
Do you think it was smart to fire Checo then, or should they have kept him? Because that's what he was doing for them, right? He was
firing of Checo was smart, and the reason behind that is because of budget and cost cap allowances. Okay, he was wrecking a car every weekend.
That's true. Yeah, he was in the lead for the Destructors, or very close to it.
He took it last year by a lot.
Okay, yeah, and so that is actually an excellent point. It was more about the cost that he was producing to the team than his position on the track.
Yeah,
man.
Okay,
let's see how he comes back with Cadillac. That's going to be a fun thing. But go ahead, finish your point.
I was going to say, so Max can no longer win the Constructors' Championship or 2nd place by himself now. It's 459 to 426. That's kind of sad, but still.
Yep.
That's one driver against 4 great drivers. I'm not taking anything away from those top 4.
Yeah.
Not to mention he's beat Ferrari by himself, and those are 2 amazing drivers as well. So
it is so wild to me. This is what really bolsters and strengthens that argument that we were just making with how great he is and how much of a generational talent and phenomenon he is. Like for him to produce these results for that team is just insane.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like no matter who you put into that second seat,
literally nearly by himself. Sonoda's got 33 points this year.
If he finishes at 33 points, that's kind of ironic if you think about it.
That is funny, actually. Yeah.
You think he's gonna just try and not to finish in the points?
I think he's gonna try to finish Lando.
I just want it to be chaotic.
Oh, it's going to be chaos.
The freaking Hulk in 11th place in the WDC is wild. 49 points. Slightly behind Hadjar with 51. And he's doing that in a Sauber.
So
imagine what he would do with a fast car.
I know. I wonder who else is looking at that, because if you look at the consistency of Nico Hülkenberg, like that's a great number 2 driver and teammate.
Honestly, I would have loved to see him go to Cadillac.
That's what I was hoping for too. But
he just signed with Audi. Like, give him time. Like,
yeah,
that's the biggest thing. Is like this is his first year with Sauber. Sauber turns into Audi. What is it? 1
next
Jan.
Year. Yep.
Yeah. So give it time. Let's see what it does. I'm not going to say they're going to be a bad team, especially considering
26 regs. Yeah.
Yeah. Not just that. Their drivers are both good, and we'll see. Like, you've got Hulk, who's going to be able to give you the input on the car and everything like that. You got Gabby, who doesn't know any better and is going to freaking throw it around the track and probably wreck more cars than anything, but he'll get it figured out. But
hey, still a rookie,
Everyone needs to go through their crashing phase. We all have them. We all deserve it.
Call Pinto, like
he's been doing
nothing.
Yeah,
literally goose egged the entire season.
But he's not crashing.
At least he's not doing that.
He is. He just crashed a couple of races ago.
Yeah, but he used to crash like every race.
0 points. Bortoletto's got 19 points. Solid 19th place. That's
he's crashing, and
Gasly's only got 22 points. Lance Stroll's got 32.
His highest finish
Esteban
is
Ocon's got 32. Sonoda's got 33. Yikes. And then Liam Lawson's got 38. That dumb piece of shit.
Still driving. You can call somebody a dumb piece of shit, but I can't.
No, we can
I think it's the level of frequency.
You can always say it about him. Hey, speaking of dumb pieces of shit, anybody who is cyberbullying Antonelli online can go choke on a fork.
The fact, he's 19. He doesn't even have a frontal lobe yet, and you're attacking him? Get fucked.
And such a nice
not
kid,
even just that, like
such a nice kid and quality human being. Like, how do you? That's like kicking a puppy. How do you do that?
It is kicking a puppy. He literally is the puppy of the grid. Everyone loves him.
He's getting freaking death threats. Like, that's insane. So yeah, if you're being a piece of garbage, go gargle knives. I hate you.
Take a long walk off a very short cliff.
Yes. Or drive off of it.
Honestly,
go out with a bang.
Just lay on a grenade.
Hold up here.
I like gargle knives.
While I do not disagree with your guys' righteousness, I'm 100% on board.
Cool. Because we're not unbiased in that.
21-22. Where was this hate in the end of 21 into 22?
I mean,
whenever Max and Red Bull and Massey and everybody else were getting death threats,
we didn't have a show
and
then.
Nobody batted a fucking eye.
This
Massey
is
cheated,
so
though.
far from true. We were not talking back then about F1.
Well, me and you were, but I'm saying in general, like there's been enormous amounts of hate going.
But hold on. Wait, so you're just calling out the fact that we're kind of like fuck Massey?
No, I don't give a fuck about Massey. I'm just saying, like, this has always been my thing, Rich, and you can vouch for this one. If you're gonna be bitching at people making death threats, Do it across the fucking board. Don't pick and choose just because he's a cute little puppy.
Well,
I'm
first
not
of
cherry
all,
picking that.
first of all,
Like, and I disagree with it at all. Like,
Yeah.
you should not be doing
no,
this
you
shit online. These are athletes. This is entertainment. It ain't that serious. You know,
Yep.
you don't have
uh,
money in dog in this
well, yeah,
fight and time in this sport. Then just shut the fuck up.
leave the
You're a
death
fan. You're
threats
a
to
pick me
people with
little
the
girl.
wallet. No, leave the death threats to the people with the wallet to back it up,
Yeah,
like the
that's
government
true.
Or the
Yes,
skills.
exactly.
or
So
MBS.
unless you're serious about this and you're gonna hire me, yeah, then shut up. Sainz got a podium again with the Williams.
Hooray!
Ferrari's got
Speaking
to
of
be kicking
shit boxes.
themselves. Speaking of shit boxes, like we talked about this too, just because he was having a hell of a year and had a great race right before this. But that was why you guys both picked him to get on the podium. Freaking stellar prediction.
Saw a great meme
Yep.
of Science father shaking Fred Vassar's hand, going, "Thank you for firing my son."
So
I love
can
it.
I go ahead and say this is I was right from last year whenever
Yeah.
I said Ferrari was going to fucking regret the decision.
You're absolutely
Guarantee
right.
you they're regretting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I also said, now, I hope for Lewis's sake, just because of everything that he's done for the sport, for bringing people who are underprivileged up into the sport, everything like that. I do hope he continues his podium streak. Not to mention, it would be funny to see him get the longest time in a Ferrari without a podium. I mean,
Didn't he already get that?
Why you cheer for people's downfalls, man?
hold up.
I really
I just
thought we
said
were.
I
Hold
wanted
on.
to see him get a fucking podium this time
Yeah.
in fucking
Okay.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
growth here. I'm shocked,
F-bomb.
a little proud, but there's growth.
There
Okay.
is.
It's true. I
But
like it.
I'll let Fabian know.
but
It is true. That was
Oh wait,
far
on
more
the other hand-
diplomatic and supportive than
on
you
the other
normally
hand,
are.
Nope.
it would be
There's a butt
great-
coming.
It would be great to see me have another I was right, because I said Lewis would not win another race and he would ruin his own legacy, which he is currently doing and has been since 2020, end of 2021.
Yep. One of the funniest and kind of cool moments about this past race in Qatar was Alonso's spin out. Did you guys see that? And him being able to recover it and keep it on track. That was just
Beautiful
Yoda
driving.
level experience. Like he is just a Jedi master who can keep a car going. Max can do some wild stuff too. Like when he had that first turn, where was it, Brazil or Mexico? And he was able to bring it back onto the track. Was that Mexico? Where he was just so far off the track and was able to slingshot it back on. And I thought for sure he was going to throw that thing into the wall. I can't remember
That
where
was
it
Mexico,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the wet spin that he did? That 3-6, like he had like 4 or 5 spins that year, and people were like,
yeah,
did he just do it because he wanted to see where Charles was, like in relation to where he was? Like,
just checking my mirrors.
yeah, pretty much.
Fancy way.
But
I was gonna say
also,
it's the only other person that I see on the grid today that could like handle a spin like that and keep it all together and keep it on track. And it just shows how even further how much like talent Max has. Alonso's got like what 23 years in the sport, 2-time world champion.
yeah, give or take.
Yeah,
Speaking of Alonso,
he's
though,
got more years of experience than some of these kids have been alive on the grid today. So,
they said
that's where he can do it. But Max being able to pull the same stuff and control spin and keep it back on track is just insane to me too.
So, first thing, Lindblad is going to be the first driver that was not alive whenever Fernando Alonso was not a world champion.
It's crazy.
Ouch. Second, congratulations to Alonso. He's going to be a daddy.
What?
Mm-hmm. Alonso and his girlfriend are having kid, I think, before the next season starts.
Oh, dang. All right.
So good for him. Happy for him. But now
Alonso.
he's got a break going into turn 1.
Yep. He's got kids.
Do you think he's kicking
Yep.
himself a little bit over that?
Never. That was the most iconic line.
Hold on.
in
No.
racing.
You misunderstand. Not kicking himself over saying it, kicking himself of now having a child and having to break into turn one.
He's getting ready to retire. He will be out
I was gonna
at
say
latest 2028. He's ready to start settling down. This is swan song. He's done.
for sure agree. I think he's gonna see how the 2026 car does and then make a decision. And we're gonna see some changes coming over at Aston Martin. Potentially an entire shift in the driver lineup. Which would be interesting. Well, yeah, stand by for more fun predictions on that. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into conspiracy corner. We got a juicy topic here because somebody at F1 Media screwed up and updated the website.
Now, did they
Um,
screw up or did they do it on purpose?
Hit it.
So I don't know if anyone else saw this, but yeah, F1 Media had under Lando Stats World Drivers Championship 1-1, and then like a couple hours later they took it back and put it back to 0. So with all of the tomfoolery that's been happening in the past few races, plus this, has there been some shittery going on behind the scenes and trying to orchestrate a win?
No,
Jay,
Jay,
you're
what do you
no
think?
fun.
Legit
Hold
mistake,
on.
or is this some premonition? Also, say hi to Dr. Awesome for us, Meg.
Dr. Awesome. He's outside.
We saw him walk
Okay. So at this point, after the way that Zach Brown's been acting and everything, I don't think anyone in F1 wants McLaren to win anything else right now. It's bad for the sport. It's showing direct favoritism, and you're taking points off of a potential world champion just because you want to play fair is fair, but you're not. So, if anything, I think we'll see it happen like eventually with Lando, but not this time. I can't see it. I think it was an honest mistake. And the FIA is going to counterbalance it by penalizing him for something or something stupid. Maybe he'll jump the box again. Maybe Red Bull will actually get the tape off this time. But
man, I called this throughout the season that there was going to be some kind of chicanery. There's going to be some kind of nonsense that sets it up like another 2021 Abu Dhabi, and that like I don't know how they were going to do it or how this was going to happen. We said it in the last episode, the lost one, but I don't think they inspected and scrutinized everyone's cars the same at Vegas. They got the disqualification. I really don't. I know they only look at the point scorers to the top 10, but everybody else was dragging and scraping too. And I just find it very hard to believe that there was the only two cars were the ones that were going to set Max up for a potential WDC. And both McLarens were the only ones that were in violation of the floorboard.
You do realize they check after there's a disqualification, they go back and check all top 10 cars, right?
Is literally what I just said. The point scorers.
Right, but they went back and checked all of them.
And I don't think that they scrutinized everybody's as heavily as they did McLaren's. That's my position. I don't think that they were the only two that were disqualification worthy. It was literally the width of a human hair was what it was. So you could not have picked a smaller margin. I understand they use a micrometer to measure, and I don't know, man. It just feels very, very funny and very coincidental that this happened, and I called it all throughout the season. I knew this was going to happen, and it did. So, without any direct evidence of, foul play or chicanery, but I don't know. I don't think you have to really be a conspiracy theorist to think that this is something that was set up and made to be. But that's the beauty of conspiracy theories is I don't need concrete evidence. I just need suspicion and stupid people who agree with me.
Yes, but most of my conspiracy corner shit comes true, so you're kind
This
of
is
ruining
very
it here,
true.
man.
Yours is actually based in analysis, and mine is just throwing shade at the FIA.
Oh, that's fair.
I hate the FIA.
Oh shit! Hulk got suspended this year for it too.
He did, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep. See, they're trying to cheat. It's cheat.
Okay, so
Cheat.
there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers since 2023 that have been disqualified for this rule.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis twice.
Remember that? That was England, wasn't it?
So Chinese Grand Prix and the US Grand Prix.
We need to go back too and look and see if
I'm looking at 2023 right now. Him and Leclerc were disqualified in US for plankware in 2023.
Remember?
Hulk in Bahrain, Lewis in the Chinese Grand Prix, and then Lando and Oscar in the Vegas Grand Prix.
I don't know, man. You can disagree with me if you want, and in your will within the right to do so. I know it's a little seemingly far-fetched. Whoever's crackling that, please stop. It just seems too coincidental to me, and like I've called it throughout the entire year that this was going to happen. So, I don't too close to call if it was a rewrite or not, but it just seems fishy. And if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
then it is.
I'm trying to find Lewis's.
Then it's not a chicken.
Plankware.
It was bad though. Like his was very obviously bad though. It wasn't like literally human hair's width like we're discussing now. So it was definitely warranted. I just think and it's so chintzy to me. I don't know, man. Like I don't like it. I feel like a full race disqualification is too harsh of a penalty for that as well. Like I don't even agree with the penalty. I don't disagree that they were wrong and that they broke the rule and that they should have been penalized. That part I'm not saying no at all to, but come on, man. Like,
so the way I am looking at this is that how many times have we seen shit happen that we're just like, wait, what? I think perfect example was Antonelli's out of box penalty, or Behrman's out of box penalty. Which one was it? Was it Antonelli or Behrman? I can't remember. It just happened. Fuck.
I can't remember.
But there was like no wheel spin, no nothing. The kid did not move, and they called a penalty on it. Like, I don't necessarily think this is anything to do with we're setting the script up, blah 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 blah, as much as we need marshals that are there for every race and judge everything fairly.
Well, who was just talking about this? Was this Sainz or Alonso that was talking about it and the need for marshals with recent racing experience? And he was citing like the commentators from Sky Sports and F1 Media, and how like typically they're about 90% correct in analyzing and calling what's a racing event versus what should be a penalty. And I have to agree with this position completely. You definitely need consistent like personnel throughout the season calling this. So you minimize these misinterpretations of what racing is, events are, and incidents are versus what should be penalized. And then you also need somebody who's been behind the wheel in the last 10, 15 years as a race car driver. New job for Lance Stroll.
No. That would be totally.
If anybody knows penalties and what is a penalty versus what's a
K-Mag,
event,
bro.
I think
K-Mag.
nope. He's got you one. He's got you one there.
I think that they would
Plus,
both be excellent marshals because they both know accidents and racing events very, very well.
bro, here's the
Hell,
thing:
bring
is
back
that
our national embarrassment. Logan Sargent can get back to F1.
Stop
he
calling
really
him a
didn't get
national
penalties.
embarrassment. He just destroyed
Tell
cars.
him
He
to
didn't get
stop
penalties.
embarrassing the nation.
Dude, we have
It's
so
not
many
very
other
I'm not the
people that,
American.
one.
We do
yeah,
that
I'm
on a
not the
regular
one
like,
who drove
basis,
like a piece of shit in F1. Okay,
you
that's
didn't
him.
drive.
or in
That's
F1.
his fault.
Okay. Anyways, moving along here for a second.
I have to, on that note, I agree with Jay. It takes no work for America to embarrass themselves at all. We were kind of,
Stop cyberbullying Antonelli. Go cyberbully Logan Sargent. Don't let him forget he sucked in F1.
Anyways, so
I hope
Lance
Logan
Stroll would
Sargent
be
parks a car in your ass the next time when you're in Florida. And with that, I have to sign off.
All right.
bye
Love you, Meg.
bye.
Take care.
Bye.
And
I got your
Stroll would be
predictions.
total instructions unclear, dick stuck in toaster. Like, I don't know how you think this is going to go any differently.
He knows penalties, man. He knows
Yes,
accidents
but
in
he's
F1.
a fucking moron.
He's an expert at it. I think he would
That'd be like
provide
getting
an
Ocon
expert
up there.
opinion. He's got a job too, man. Yeah. We love Ocon now. He drives for an American
Alright.
team. He's a good French person.
No, fuck the French.
Well, still that, but I think Ocon would be a really cool dude. I just do. I think he would be a fun guy to hang out with. He's probably got a good sense of humor. So hopefully he watches the show someday and becomes my best friend, along with Lance Stroll.
Yeah, about that.
All right, we're gonna get to our predictions for Abu Dhabi. A little bit of a shorter episode this week, but for Megs, she's got Lando, Max, Oscar, Kimmy, George. Pretty safe on the spectrum of
Did
that.
she even put it like in order or what?
No, not even in order. Just top 5 prediction.
Okay.
Sounds like me most of the season. Just like my safety net,
Mhm.
not at all like disruptive predictions. Very safe bet. So my predictions, Max P1. You know it's gonna happen. You know it's scripted. The Illuminati's behind this. Max is finishing P1. I'm gonna go Lulu P2. Lewis is gonna
I
get his
would love
podium.
to see it. I would love to see it, but it's not going to fucking happen at this point.
Hey, don't yuck my yum. All right. This is my prediction, not yours. Oscar is going P3. Then we're gonna get Kimmy P4, Sainz P5. I think Sainz is gonna
Okay.
finish hard. Let's go ahead and go with you. What do you got?
Max is getting that P1. I
You know
got
it.
Kimmy in P2
Scripted.
or P3.
Okay.
Oh, no, hold up. I got him there. And for Max not whooping his ass whenever he took him out of the race.
Since it's Christmas,
He's
can we
gonna
start calling him Tiny Tim?
No.
Kimmy is Tiny Tim. Shut up.
No.
From the Muppet
Kimmy's
Christmas
like
Carol. He's like the
okay.
little Kermit the Frog, Tiny Tim. God bless us, everyone.
There's something wrong with you.
I just watched that movie last
Anyways,
night.
I'm not surprised. Kimmy's gonna play the wild card and I think hold up Lando this time because now he's got shit to prove. He's like, I can hold Lando back. I'm gonna do it. I saw somebody put up Checo signed with Red Bull for one race. And I was like, well played. Well played.
That's very, very funny. I would like that. That's a good one.
But
who do you okay, go ahead and finish your predictions, but I wanted to ask a question. Go ahead.
I want to see Oscar and Lando in like 6th and 7th and just take each other the fuck out and say, get out of the cars, and both of them just pull out like a shirt that says fuck papaya rules. Like
You're reading my mind. So my question was going to be, do you think anybody's going to take anyone out? Is there going to be any crashes this race?
oh yeah,
We
there's
can
going to be
make some bold
there's
predictions
every
about
Abu
that.
Dhabi there is. Every Abu Dhabi
So there
is.
always is, right? There's always some kind of crazy contact. There's always some kind of drama. It's the last race of the year. WDC is on the line with a 3-way possibility. Like we don't know. There's going to be some unpredictability. I predict at least one of the McLaren drivers is going to go out of the race. At least one.
I hope it's fucking. Neither one of them have taken an engine, dude. Neither one of them.
Ooh, good point. So somebody might blow motor.
I hope both of them
might be
blow on the
mechanical.
formation lap.
I was gonna go like one of the rookies is gonna hit one of them, or they're gonna get into some kind of racing incident, like wheel to wheel.
Incident?
Like for 6th, 7th place, 6th, 7th.
I fucking hate you. But
it's not even going to be that consequential, or it's going to be one of the Alpines, like someone like Gasly or even Ocon, like is just not going to give up their place or position and going to fight too hard, and someone's going to lose it or go off track, or there's going to be contact, and one of McLaren's is going to go out. I just have a feeling that neither, like, they're both not going to finish the race. So that's my bold prediction for Abu Dhabi. Might see the return of Osama bin Russell actually as well. So it might actually be further up, like 3rd, 4th position battle for like P3, P4, and see one of them go. So it might not even come from a rookie, might come from somebody with a little bit more experience, because Russell, like, he won't give up, you know what I mean? And we haven't seen a crash with him in a minute. He's actually been pretty decent as far as like racing wheel to wheel goes.
I'm trying to remember his last crash.
I know, right? Like, which is not what we could say comfortably in the past about him. He was still living up to the moniker from RPM as Osama bin Russell. So interessante.
Anyways, so the rest of mine, Chucky boy. My boy's due for something, dude. Let's be real here.
Yeah, man, and I really, really do hope for Leclerc. Like, the frustration is like in the sadness and like the despair that comes across his face when you see him now, and it's just like, God, I hope something goes right for the dude too. He deserves it. He's a good egg.
Yuki would I want to see Yuki up there. I want to see him up there is a huge fuck you to all
and Swan Song, like, well, and that's another candidate for taking out a McLaren too, because he's going to push his and fight. I'm just saying, as somebody that if they go wheel to wheel with it, like, he won't back off and back down, and there could be a potential like tire to tire, type of hit. It actually might not even. It would be one of them trying to pass him and making a mistake, is what I think. Like Lando trying to be too aggressive and overtake Yuki. And let us not forget where he started the race and qualified last week. I mean, your man has a chance to be up in the top 5. In props to him. He like did his thing this weekend and showed that like he's still a good driver and has a lot of talent. It's one of those things too where we talked about it last season, where it's really just his focus. If he can stay focused throughout the entire race, and I think that's why he can do well in sprints, and would do well in another racing format. Yeah, it really sucks. It's a huge loss for the sport to have him not be on the grid next year. I'm a giant Yuki fan. I love the kid. I think he's freaking amazing, and just seems like an all around great dude. Yeah, big loss to the grid. But then you got Carlos up there too. I like it. I think that dude, to bounce back from getting let go from Ferrari and taking Williams to the podium twice is nothing short of phenomenal. It shows a lot of like his personal character and fortitude and the type of guy that he is.
It also shows his fuck you ability.
I'm glad we're back to swearing so much, but
sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. Leave me alone.
It is. I mean, no, it's fine. It's but that's true, right? It's that that FU mentality that he's got, where
Yeah, he's just running on sheer spite at this point. And I don't blame him at all. I mean, we've seen it come out of the people that have been let go from the Red Bull camp, where they come out and just firing away. And like, I don't blame him. He was an amazing driver. He had Ferrari's only podium, or not podium, win in 2023. You know, like,
well, see, and it's just this
2024.
any given Sunday mentality that has made this one of the more exciting years in F1, because it's no longer the Verstappen show. It's not a given or a guarantee what the podium is going to look like before the race even begins, the way that sort of 2024 and 2023 were. You know, you could easily
You mean
call it
since
and start betting money.
2010?
Well, yeah, pretty much exactly that too, right? Like, this has been the biggest like mix and shakeup type of year that I've seen in F1, you know, with at least the podium and the grid and the way that the cars have shifted in performance. Obviously the McLaren dominance with, you know, the constructors, but like outside of that, it has been very unpredictable.
Yep. I would say Max is still absolutely right on this. If he would have been in that McLaren, he would be just light years away. Like,
it would have been a repeat of 2022, or excuse me, 2023, where he just dominated.
So McLaren has 700 points.
Yeah.
Right now, I would not be surprised if Max was near 6 if he was in that McLaren just on his own.
Oh yeah. McLaren has 800 points.
Oh, sorry, I mathed wrong.
Yeah, they have 800 points. Mercedes has 459. Red Bull has 426, and just about all of those are for Max, right? Like, if you subtract Yuki's, yeah, exactly. If you subtract Yuki's 33 points, Max has scored, you know, 390 something entirely by himself.
Yeah,
that is bananas. Yeah. So literally on his own has performed about the same as one of the McLaren drivers in the Red Bull, which is, you called it early in the season last year, like before Miami, which I think was like the 6th race or something. And you were like, the Red Bull is not the fastest car on the grid this year. The McLaren is. And that was in like,
and just like in 2022 when I said about the Ferrari.
Episode 1 or 2 of the Pit Stop podcast, our original show. You called that out.
I did it in 2022 with the Ferrari as well.
So yeah, man, I could certainly not disagree with that. Like, Max's 396 points are nothing short of phenomenal. And yeah, when you look, Piastri's got 392, Norris has 408. And then Red Bull's nearly in second place. Like, this is so insane. Yeah, Max Verstappen, undeniably one of the greatest drivers of all time. Like, we'll go ahead and close it out on that. I don't think there's any deny or argument. And looking forward
here, so
I'm looking forward to, well, even he doesn't deny it. But I'm looking forward to the end of this race. Looking forward to Sunday. This is going to be super exciting. We're definitely going to have a lot to talk about on Monday. But yeah, this has been season 2, episode 24 of Formula One Fans of America. Thank you for listening.